I mentioned that the travel authority is approved by the Office of the Vice President. The travel authority is approved by the Office of the President. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. The correction is duly noted.
Yes, Madam Chair, may I move that we strike out the word binanatan uttered by Rep. Marcoleta. Wala naman pong binabanatan.
Second.
There is a motion to strike off from the record the terminology binabanatan. It has been duly seconded. The motion is carried.
Madam Chair, just a 1-minute manifestation on the striking of the record. I have no objection. However, I just want to explain that in the previous debates, in the previous legislatures before us, in the interim Batasang Pambansa, when an assemblyman from the city of Manila was attacking the late president, there was a motion to strike off the record of what he discussed on the floor. The former Assemblyman Arturo Tolentino said that if you strike off the record any sentence or paragraph, it's just the same sentences, and you strike it, so you still can read that. So that was clear that I think that the procedure is still the same. The statement of Banatan, i-cross lang yan, but it's still there in the records. Sinabi ko lang yun because that was already clarified many years ago by former assemblyman who became
Duly noted,
late Senator
Kong,
Tolentino.
this time we will use eraser. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
Pero ngayon may video na.
Okay. Going to the next from the minority leader, Congresswoman Reneco. Please go ahead.
Good morning to the Vice President. Good morning to my colleagues. I'd like to take off po sa questioning na ni Representative Tino. Meron po kasing minention na list of destinations na tinake ni Vice President this year under Travel Authority. But we like to take note na in a press conference of the Office of the Vice President, meron pong security and staff na kasama si Vice President. So can we ask po, paano po pinopondohan yung pagpunta, flight and accommodations ng staff and security ng OVP?
Madam Chair, may I be allowed to ask a question?
Depende sa nature, Madam Vice President.
Yes. Magpinsan po ba si congressman ko ngayon tsaka si Zaldi ko?
Ano po yun?
Gusto ko
Mr.
lang
Chair, I can
malaman.
answer.
Are they relatives, sir?
Please answer, Congresswoman Rene.
I have no familiar relation po to Zaldico or to Representative Zaldico or any of their relatives po.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Let me just look for
Please go ahead, ma'am.
Look for the slide. Sir. So,
Madam
Madam
Vice
Chair.
President, please go ahead.
Yes. So we are talking about international travels, as of July 31. So for two travels in Southeast Asia, for the security, it's 474,646. pesos. And for the OVP personnel, these are for 2 trips, 463,733.6 for a total of 938,379.99. For one trip to Australia, for the security, it's 438,383.26. And for the OVP personnel, it's 206,988 for a total of 645,371. For the Middle East and Europe, 3 trips, the total is for the security is 2,922,869.98. And then for the OVP personnel, that's 1,825,329.47 for a total of 4,748,199.45. For 3 trips in East Asia, the security budget was 1,141,937, and for the OVP personnel, 0, because they did not join these trips. And the total is 1,141,937. The total for 9 trips for both the security and OVP personnel is 7,473,887.70.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Congresswoman Ko.
Mr. Chair, may we request a detailed copy of the report that the Vice President gave in relation po sa spending po ng security and staff for foreign trips abroad.
We will request the Office of the Vice President to supply the committee with such record. Thank you, Madam.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to ask another follow-up question. Ilan po yung staff and security na dala po ng Office of the Vice President in these trips na funded po, na of this breakdown ng fund na binigay?
Luoy na kayo mong naong, sir, ba? Kanang. Madam Chair, for the security, I understand they recommend, the Armed Forces of the Philippines recommend 3 to 4 security personnel, but the Office of the Vice President only approves 2 security personnel. And for the Office of the Vice President personnel, that's 1 ceremonial and diplomatic affairs employee, 1 for MPRD, that is the Media Relations and Public Affairs Division, and then 1 for as assistant to the Vice President. So those are the approved personnel who joins the Vice President in her trips.
So, to clarify, Mr. Chair, these personnel in total ay sinagot ng OVP fund of totaling 7.4 million pesos sa ating mga foreign trips.
Madam Chair, not all foreign trips, as I mentioned. Security is always recommended by the Armed Forces of the Philippines, but some trips do not have OVP personnel because there are only 3 trusted OVP personnel who can do the work that I demand from them, and sometimes they are not available.
Okay. Congresswoman Ko.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So to confirm, ito pong mga trips na to that was mentioned, are these trips personal in nature that required po yung presence ng personnel and staff?
Mr. Chair, I believe, with all due respect with my colleague in the minority, I believe the question is irrelevant. Because even if the Vice President travels on her personal capacity, we cannot disassociate herself from the office of the Vice President. She's still the Vice President. The
Exactly.
reason for the travel is business, but she could also travel in her personal capacity, but she's still the Vice President. So I believe the question is irrelevant. With all due respect with my colleague.
Mr. Chair,
Thank you.
just to respond po, no, this is just a mere question, whether the nature of the trip is personal or business po, no, or whether it's official. This is a question that I'd like, that could be posed, and I hope to post po to the Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, it depends. If I have activities for the Office of the Vice President abroad, the 3 OVP personnel join the trips. But if the trip is purely personal and I do not have events for the Office of the Vice President, they do not join the trips. So in the graph, in the table that I mentioned earlier, those were the trips that the 3 personnel from the Office of the Vice President joined. But in the case of security personnel, this is something that is beyond the Office of the Vice President. It is decided by the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Thank you, Madam Vice President.
Okay,
Ms.
thank you.
Urangco,
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Hope satisfies your question.
Okay. My next question is in relation po to a line of questioning and in relation to the unqualified opinion that the COA issued to the Office of the Vice President. But after that, 60 days was provided to the Office of the Vice President to issue corrections po to certain errors made. Upon questioning the COA in its budget hearing, nagbigay po sila ng additional details kung saan may nakita daw po kasing 3.8 million pesos worth of equipment not accounted for in the OVP submission. Ito po ay mga errors found in the 2024 annual audit report. Can the Vice President explain this error po, Mr. Chair?
Madam Chair, the Office of the Vice President from 2022, 2023, and 2024 received unmodified opinions from the Commission on Audit. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank all my colleagues in the Office of the Vice President for being faithful to transparency and accountability in our office. The reason why we have comments from the Office of the Commission on Audit is because of system and improvement in processes. So these are basically documentations that the Commission on Audit require of transactions. And we have already updated our manual of operations in the OVP to reflect comments from the auditors.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And if you can, if possible, if that is not classified, you can give a list to the committee para kami na po magbigay doon sa minority. Thank you very much.
The manual of operations, sir? Okay, sir. Let me just discuss this with the executive committee. Kasi pinaghirapan din namin ito, Sir Gawin. Baka kopyahin lang din ng minority.
It's your prerogative, Madam Vice President.
But
Madam
in
Po.
relation to that po, Mr. Chair,
Okay.
we would be interested in the report kung ano po yung 3.8 million pesos that required correction po doon sa COA audit report.